Hey everyone, some people have asked about my trailer setup in my barn here. So this is just a 5x8 mesh style trailer from Tractor Supply, Roll King. And in order to store, instead of storing it outside, I decided to build a little pulley system in shop here to stand it up on end. Unfortunately, this one sat outside for several years beforehand, so it's pretty rusted, but the concept holds true. So anyway, if you're interested, it's pretty slick once it's up in the air here. I just have a little kind of safety restraint here that kind of holds it up, but the main pulley system is always engaged as well. So this is really just like a backup down here. But the brains behind it is just this cheap Harbor Freight kind of manual crank winch. Winches up pretty easy because I have kind of a 2-to-1 ratio. So it goes up through a little pulley right there, over through a pulley that's attached to the chains on the trailer, and then it goes over and attaches to the other corner there. So it's actually held in 2 points up here. And since it's a pulley, it's actually a 2-to-1 ratio. So it goes up and down a little slower, but you get a lot more mechanical leverage. So anyway, I'll demonstrate what that looks like here. So again, it's in this upward position. And I built a little frame behind it too to keep it off of the wall. I'll show you that in a minute. But I basically just push this trailer forward to disengage this. Here. And so now the only thing holding it is that cable up there. And then we come over to the winch itself, and there's a little safety on the top, so you can flip that up, and then you can just slowly let the trailer down. So you can see it's releasing the cable up through the pulleys and letting the trailer slowly tilt out away from the building wall. I'll show you that in just a minute. All right, so now you can see I'm almost all the way down here. The wheels aren't quite touching the ground, but when it gets down to this point, you can see on this back brace here, because once the wheels hit the ground, this will actually roll backwards and slam against this board here, and it's not super quiet and nice. So I built these little pivoting boards here that'll go down and kind of take up that space. You can kind of see here, just to kind of avoid that shock when it gets down here. I'll show you what that looks like here in just a second. So as I continue to lower it down, stand back from me, please. And there we are. The tires are on the ground, and the front is almost on the ground. You can see it's all the way back up against these kind of guide boards here. And then we're done. We just unhook it from the front, and the trailer is off. So again, this is in the down position. So the reverse obviously is exactly the opposite of taking it down. This is just a little pulley block right here. Again, all this stuff I think was either from Harbor Freight or Rural King, something like that. So anyway, it works really well, and it definitely saves a lot of shop space. So let me know if you have any questions. All right, so to put it back up, it's just the reverse of taking it down. Kind of back the trailer manually up against this back bracket. And all this back bracket is just a 2x4 coming out and then going down with some stoppers to keep the back of the trailer away from the wall, so that when it pivots up, this sidewall has enough room to clear basically the distance between the wall and the building. So just kind of a backstop. So once it's all hooked up, which takes just a quick second, again, kind of the triangle goes on up through and back down to this. And then I usually you can hand crank it, but I have just this DeWalt drill with a socket adapter on it that I just put right on there. And then it makes quick work. You'll see as it's coming up. I slow down there right at the end, and I usually just finish it off a little bit by hand here. So you can see it's almost all the way up. I just go until it's almost straight across, lock that in, and then I come over here and grab my safety chain here And you'll see it's kind of, it needs a little bit of assistance to get that safety chain on. So I just push the trailer up and lock that in place. So now it's not going anywhere. Now you can see up there, there's basically no tension on that. It's all resting on this here. So anyway, that's a quick background behind it. It does store nicely up and out of the way. I don't use it very frequently. So and you notice too that it's sitting on a board at the bottom here. And then there's enough clearance on the back away from the wall. So, all right, that's it. Let me know if you have any questions. Thanks. Bye.